I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make WWE Raw and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. And good lord, I have one question. Where? Why? I guess there's two, but both of them are valid. Where do we go from here? And why? Why did this show exist in general? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this to each other? Where is this going to the next pay-per-view, to our next big event? This felt so lost. There was some fun stuff here and some forward progression to like another Raw, but I don't care about another Raw. I care about the future of the people who won the goddamn shit at SummerSlam. Do you not remember that was a thing? We kick off with nonsense that we've heard 1,000 times, including Seth Rollins and his fucking croc boots. I mean, talk about ridiculous. If you thought those big red boots were ridiculous, these are Crocs. Good lord. This was essentially to set up the main event instead of Sami Zayn, who got a baseball shoved in his elbow. I mean, to be honest with you, it was a nothing sandwich. I'll be really nice. It gets an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. I mean, that's being really nice. Our first actual match in a number one contenders fatal four-way match, we have Ricochet, Matt Riddle, Tommaso Ciampa, Chad Gable. Why was Ricochet in this? Why wasn't it Logan Paul? Why was Tommaso Ciampa and Matt Riddle in this? They lost their matches. Why are they getting a number one contenders match? Again? In fact, why was Chad Gable? Well, at least Chad Gable had the impression that he could have possibly won that Battle Royal. I liked the match. It was actually a fun match overall, and Chad Gable won with Chaos Theory on Tommaso Ciampa. At least the right guy won here. I'll be nice. I'll give this an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. It was that close to a full thumbs up. Should have been Logan Paul. Should have been more people that actually had some sort of momentum. Speaking of weird momentum, actually, you know what? I like this. Because Shinsuke won the match, a fine match, actually, you know what, a fun match, and also, he's starting to go into the main event scene, which I totally dig. So Shinsuke replaced Sami Zayn after the baseball into the elbow, and he won this match with two Kinshasas on Bronson. Here's what I like about this. Two Kinshasas took down Bronson. To be honest with you, I think Bronson would be a better contender than Chad. This is me, though. But this sort of closed out a rivalry, and I think the right person won here. I'm not even mad about it. I like the match, I like the closeouts, and I like the momentum that Shinsuke is getting. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. So we have a 2 for whatever here with Becky Lynch segment talking about Trish Stratus and her win on Raw, and nobody cares. We have Zoey Stark coming out without Trish Stratus, and nobody cares. Then we had Shayna Baszler, then people started to care. And then they set up a match between Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark. For what reason, I'll never know. This whole entire segment was a nothing sandwich. I do not care, and it gets an Orange Cassidy thumbs down just because it led into Shayna Baszler getting more momentum. And we have Shayna Baszler absolutely destroying Zoey Stark. Rock in a hard place. Don't put somebody who you have momentum with, Zoey Stark, with somebody you have momentum with, Shayna Baszler. Should have been Baszler and Becky. Becky can eat the loss. Zoey can't. Period. End of story. And yet, they did it. They wasted our time. They did it again. It was the world's baddest slam. I kind of like the name of that move. For Shayna Baszler to win. It was a fun match, I'll be honest with you. I liked the back and forth. There was some momentum. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. God, very middle of the road show overall. Otis versus Ludwig Kaiser. Did it mean anything? Did it do anything? Do I care? Should anybody care at all? No. And it was a kick after an interference for Ludwig Kaiser to win. No momentum gained. No momentum lost. Nobody cares. Apparently it took all of Imperium to beat Otis. It took all of Imperium, all of them, to beat Otis. This 100% gets a thumbs down. God. There was a post-match until Chad Gable came out. I'm still not a big fan of it. It still gets a thumbs down. Miz segment. That's because they have LA Knight on Raw, because apparently they need it for those viewers. How about you build somebody on Raw? Maybe not The Miz. Maybe not some of the other idiots. Seriously. This is not how you do this. God, who's booking this? Triple H? Oh shit, maybe he is. This meant nothing. This felt nothing. This is a total waste of LA Knight's momentum. Stay on SmackDown. We had a draft for a reason, right? God, I hate saying this. Orange Cassidy thumbs up. And that is being so goddamn nice because LA Knight is still so popular. And his evisceration of The Miz was good. Not hit row good, but definitely good. Up next was the Viking Raiders taking on the New Day, including the returning Kofi Kingston. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Big E is not returning. He is done. What a great career, but what else can he do? What else does he have to do? And if the doctors say no, I value his health more than your sensibilities of him returning. I'm sorry. I'm just a realist. He is a human that I respect greatly. I've watched him from his early career going forward. But guess what? If a doctor says no, have it be no for now. Just because it's now doesn't mean it's forever. And I value his health more than you. Period. End of story. Anyway, back to the match. It was fine. I'm glad that Kofi returned. It's good to see him back. I like Kofi. I always have. I've always liked Kofi Kingston. And I think the New Day is a nice little refresh into the tag division that, to be honest with you, at this point, with Kevin Owens being hurt and Sami Zayn having a ball the size of a baseball on his elbow, I think it's definitely something that's needed. Maybe consideration for a tag title run. Maybe, probably not. It was an up, down, down nonsense for the New Day to win. It was fine. Orange Cassidy thumbs up. God, what a mid-show. And in our main event, we have all three male members of Judgment Day taking on Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke Nakamura. This is a dark match main event. Because Shinsuke was already in the match, Cody Rhodes is directionless, Seth Rollins is directionless, and Judgment Day is having an internal rivalry, which they continued here, and I don't hate. It was a crossroads on, I don't know why it says Seth Rollins. It was on Finn Balor for the babyface to win. And Shinsuke had some issues there. To be honest with you, I want to see a Shinsuke-Cody Rhodes rivalry. If you're not going to do anything with either Cody Rhodes or Shinsuke Nakamura with Seth Rollins, might as well continue Rollins, Balor, Priest, and then have Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke be the next rivalry. Like, seriously, that's pretty much it. Shinsuke has all the momentum, and I think we kind of need to bring him back up. And even if he loses the rivalry to Cody, at the very least, it's against Cody. It was a fun main event overall. I'll give it an Orange Cassidy thumbs up. And that was Monday Night Raw. What do you think about it? What do you think of my review? Comment either down below or right next to me over here. Like the video, become a patron, and also follow or subscribe to my page. I would really appreciate it. And as always, be majestic.